So now I'm thinking about what is the right time to send your child to the UK, and also timing generally about the admissions process. So in terms of the right time to apply, in my personal opinion, I think the younger the better. Once your child is ready, once you as parents are ready, then come, because the younger you start, the more successful you're likely to be. Obviously, the child's got to be ready, but they'll just achieve their potential more easily if they come early, by which I mean age 13 or even younger. It's much harder to get into the top universities if you don't start in the system until you're 16. And you can't have all the benefits of an all-round education if you're too old when you arrive and you have to specialise and cram for university. Timing of your application, well, usually it takes sort of 2 years thought to really to get your child into a school, but it can be done more quickly. And the coronavirus situation does mean there's more flexibility, because schools are willing to take your child in the middle of the year or even in the middle of a term, and will be once restrictions are lifted. Or, of course, they can start online beforehand. And likewise, some selective schools are likely to be more accessible than they have been because of the situation. And remember that what they're looking for is not just exam results, but confidence and interests, and whether they're likely to fit into the school. And those will be tested by interview. Many parents wonder what they would do if their child doesn't get in and it's close to the entry point. And the answer to that is apply to 2 or 3 schools and be honest and be open, and tell the schools that you can't accept one school until you hear a decision from the other schools. Most schools will be very flexible about that. They know that happens. Preparation for application, this is really key. Some online tuition, preparing not just English level, but also preparing for different ways of learning. As Willow said at the beginning of this session, that's really important. In UK schools, there's more focus on discussion and open-ended questions. So I would seriously consider a course in advance to help your child to bridge that gap. And as Willow said, i-Learner can help you with that. In terms of costs of application, you pay a small registration fee to apply to a school, and then a much larger deposit, which is usually 1 term's fees, when you accept the place. I'd say to you, don't pay the deposit and expect to get it back. You might do, you might not. If you're looking at several different schools and you want to wait to get an answer from all of them, better to just say honestly that you're applying to several schools. And then the ongoing fees, once you've accepted a place at a school, you have to then obviously pay the fees ongoing. So before you accept, just check what's included. So for example, EAL that we've discussed is sometimes included in the fees, and sometimes it's an extra. Activities, they're usually extra. Uniform, nearly always extra. You probably need a guardian for your child, that's extra, and then obviously flights and accommodation during holidays. So consider what the fees will actually add up to before you accept.